Whatever the occasion, effortless elegance is right this way. Because Hilton brings you new ways to stay courtesy of the Nomad London. And it doesn't stop at award-winning dining in a space draped in velvet and illuminated by vintage chandeliers. No, this day goes beyond with unparalleled personalized service and attentive hospitality. Oh, and did we mention the Nomad London can be booked using your Hilton Honors points at Hilton.com? Hilton, for the stay.
Okay. What is up, my people? Let me know if you guys can hear me proper. How is everybody doing? Good to see you over there. TikTok as well. So you tapping that like screen, y'all. Tap that like screen. Same goes to you YouTubers. Windy City, huh? What up, what up? What's going on, Flying Lion? What's happening? How's everybody doing? Drizzy in the house. What up, guy? Dude, those pictures you sent me was crazy. I've never seen them like that before. Nicole, how you doing? Good to see you, girl. Young Callie, what up, what up? Yeah, bro. So, not long ago, I was actually going to do a video on the blemmies. The blemmies. Thank you, Taba. I appreciate you. What up, Robert? Markovics. So, yeah, the blemmies. Is this Charlie from Always Sunny? Dude, I've gotten that a few times. Holy crap, 400 people on TikTok. What up, what up? Yeah, make sure y'all are hitting that like screen, y'all. Make sure y'all are hitting that like screen. Tap the screen for some likes. Fill up that like meter. Hook it up with some confetti, yo. What is happening? I am Jen Marie. Go blue, that's right. So, dude, excuse me, my lord. Hold up. Let me just adjust my light back here a little bit. Just so you guys can see me a little better here. All right. Get under that hat a little bit, you know? All right. Got my manifestation board behind me. Telling you guys it helps, man. It's cool as hell to whiteboard, y'all. I just grab a whiteboard. Actually, I had a smaller one on my fridge, but I call it I just like my manifestation board. And I just write out, man, what I want out of life. And hopefully it comes to pass. So, cool. Dennis Roberts, what's up? Oh, actually, I did change the room a little bit on y'all. You're right. I am missing my flag. Well, next video, I'll make sure I put that up. So thank you so much for the roses. All donations, you guys, I'll follow you. If you donate, I'll follow you. So, yeah, any donations are much, much appreciated over there on TikTok and over here on YouTube. You guys know the deal. It's been a while since I went live, but, the last time y'all remember, man, like somebody spammed me on my YouTube. Like, not the average person either, because every time I block them, like, I don't know how it is. I'm pretty sure you have to, if I block you on YouTube, I'm pretty sure, thank you so much for the goggles, Big John. I appreciate you. I'm pretty sure you have to go back in with a new email, create another account. Monstro in the house. What up? Wayne Smith, what's happening? I'm pretty sure you have to go in with a new email, make a new account, and then make a new name, and then go back to my live. And in order to do chat in my lives on YouTube, you have to subscribe. Otherwise, you can't chat. So he had to go back in chat. And dude, this was in like 30 seconds. He did it like 5 or 6 times before I finally just gave in. But I think you guys, why, and I'm going to kind of change my tune a little bit on certain things like Google Earth. Like I'll show some things on Google Earth, but like, I think when I go too far on Google Earth, it's not good. And also, I'm going to swerve my talks about the Illuminati. Okay? Just Illuminati is just too much. I think that it's just frowned upon to talk about the Illuminati. Like, let's be real. Like, so at the end of the day, no more Illuminati talk. And probably kind of swerve Google Earth a little bit too. So, but no, the blemmies, y'all, the blemmies. All right. I was going to do a video on them not too long ago. And after Dre, my God, bro, I appreciate you, dog. $50, dude. You the man. You the man, Dre. You work hard for that money, bro. I appreciate you. I really do. It means a lot. And like I said, those North Pole inner Earth entrance photos you sent me, bro, sick. So I'm going to show those tonight. But the blemmies are basically headless type giants, right? That have eyes. Dude, I know it sounds crazy, y'all. It sounds crazy. But they date back to like 7th century BC, 6th and 7th century BC. And actually, they were said to occupy parts of Nubia in Africa for a long time. And it's very common for people to absolutely believe in them in that area. Okay. Now it's going to sound really weird as to what these are, but I've seen a lot of info on them, and I've seen a lot of like what seems to be valid info, that they did in fact exist. All right. So I'll actually just show you a picture of one, because they are hard to, it's hard to imagine what they are. But I believe that they did possibly exist, and I'm going to tell you why and where I think that they could be residing to this day at, in the United States and Canada, possibly. Now, this is supposed to be a real picture. I'm not 100% sure, but this is like the idea of what they are. So, TikTok. They are headless, giant-like beings, all right, that have their eyes, mouth, and nose, basically their faces, are on their body, like their chest area. They are said to be, they've been said to be man-eaters, like they will eat you, like straight up. But that's just in the past. I haven't heard anything about them being man-eaters to this day. But where I think they are to this day, right? Have you guys ever heard of the they call it the Headless Mountain in Arizona? It has that treasure. It has a treasure there that they believe is vast. It's a bunch of gold, but anybody that basically goes and seeks out this treasure ends up being found with their heads clean off. And a lot of times whoever does it or whatever does it, they'll set their heads like on a rock or like a ledge above them, and they always put the heads staring back down at their body. And for the longest time, yes, Superstition Mountains. Thank you. Superstition Mountains. I love that. You guys helped me out a lot. I should have looked it up before the live, but and there's also a place called Headless Pass or Headless Mountain in Canada as well, that the same thing takes place. There's supposedly a vast amount of gold there. Thank you, Susanna Bauer. I appreciate you so much for that donation. Thank you. So supposedly everybody, the same thing in Canada. Everybody that goes to this certain mountain pass to look for gold ends up being found headless and basically like murdered, like straight up murdered. All right. Nobody knows who or what's doing it. Like nobody's been caught. No witnesses, nothing. Like it's totally up in the air as to who or what is doing this. Well, I have a belief that why they take the heads off every time. It's like when I first saw these blemmies, I instantly was like, dude, if it's possible, they're the ones doing it, right? Because they're telling you, we're headless. Why we take the heads off? You know what I'm saying? They say they're giants. They say that the beings are giant type beings. All right. So I just kind of, it's just a theory, just a rough theory of mine that it's possible that maybe they are, they're blemished just doing it, right? I guess, you know, the people look like they have the fear of God in their eyes too when they are found. So it's just a thought. I mean, I'm not saying it's absolute, but, yeah, cool. Kiwi chicks. Heck yeah. You caught it live. What's up? Not really. I don't know how to really, I mean, you can donate me crypto, but I'm not exactly sure, you know, exactly how to deal with it. So, yeah, of course. I got, videos on Lake Baikal. So that's just like I said, a rough theory of mine. I'm just, you know, you never know. Nobody really knows exactly who or what's doing it. But they say also that, in Superstition Mountains, they're protecting a portal to the inner earth. So, yeah, eventually I'll probably do, and what's weird is I've looked up videos on YouTube on the blemmies, but you cannot find crap. Like they're there, but they never get hits. They never get views. So that's why I've kind of like held back on doing content about them. Yeah, Nahanni Valley. That would be the Headless Valley. Yes. There you go. So, yeah, dude, Arizona's full of portals, dude. And where else? The Arizona's got the, what mountain is it? The Vatican, the Vatican is more or less, it's their NASA. Like, it's their NASA. They have the world's largest telescope there. So, yeah, that's also, and that was actually a big fight because the local natives actually owned that mountain, or were you know, the true owners of it. Yeah, like that Luciferian telescope. Yes, bro. It's supposedly in I can't remember the name of it. The Vatican is in control of it, the church. I'm not sure I want to say Vernon, maybe? I don't know why. I don't know. But yeah, anyway, Mount Graham. Okay. All right. There you go. Ha. Yeah, Bigfoot for sure, dude. For sure. The Angels wrecking shop and throwing the bodies in Antarctica was what made me follow you. I like it, bro. Yeah, dude, if you look, and I found some crazy stuff in Antarctica lately. Mount Graham. Okay, cool. I'm gonna write that down. Sorry, guys. I don't mean to seem like I don't like know what I'm talking. I'm not gonna sit there and just spout off stuff and like act like I know if I don't absolutely know. EJ Jones, thank you so much for the donation, my guy. I appreciate you. Yeah, so I'm gonna start posting more too, you guys. Like that's one of my manifestations, dude. I'm gonna post at least 4 to 5 times a week. I gotta get on it. You know, I noticed since I took that little like hiatus, that 3 to 4 day hiatus, the gap, dude, like all of a sudden I'm not getting, you know, quite as many views on my videos when I publish them. I'm like 7,000 views on the last Wendigo video. The next Wendigo video is gonna be better. It really is. So be prepared for that. But yeah, I'm going to start posting again 4 to 5 times a week because I don't want to lose that. Like somebody told me, and this is almost impossible. Like I don't even know how people could do it. Yeah, make sure you're all over there smashing that like screen there on TikTok, fam. 400 already down to 260. Like, dude, people have the most ridiculous attention spans. Like, if you aren't talking what they want you to talk about, like, dude, it's just like, boom, gone. That's like that on Facebook too. My YouTube soldiers, they stick around, man. That's why I always go hard on YouTube, man. You guys are my fave. YouTube's my favorite platform too, by far. So, yes. We were just talking about the blemmies. and I wanted to talk to you. We'll get into Wendigo here in a second. But what all about, too, did you guys hear that the 5G towers got activated today? The 5G towers got activated today, supposedly, in the United States. Now, did you also hear that other airlines out of country will not enter the U.S. because of it? They're afraid that it's going to scramble their electronics or mess with their navigation systems, whatever. They're literally too scared to enter country with 5G popping, which is crazy. Shut down tons of flights to Seattle. Wow. Yeah, YouTube's #1 by far. Yeah, so, I mean, kind of crazy stuff, right? I'm not sure about it. I think, I don't know. To me, 5G, I don't know. I don't know about it yet. Like, I don't really even know. Like, I'm not going to sit here and say it's absolute. Like, I don't know. Like, because I mean, there's been 5G for how long right now? So, and really, have we had any adverse effects yet? I don't know. I don't see anything bad happening so far. Thank you, Earth Angel. I appreciate you. Oh, yeah, for sure. For sure, Dennis Roberts. He said captain ship's logs from Cortez, Balboa. Even Columbus probably, had some 25-foot tall giants in South America. Yup. So, yeah, some people believe it's a weapon, and a lot of people don't trust 5G. I don't know. It could be a high frequency. I don't know. Flu-like symptoms, sure, maybe. Oh, thank you so much for the confetti. I appreciate that. Hell yeah, hit that like screen up. For sure. All your conspiracies, you need to search more? Okay. It can turn into Max and Fries all. Yeah, I know, right? I don't know, man. Like, people have their ideas, man. Like, I don't know. I'm kind of just... So, and we'll see in due time, right? We'll see in due time. It's hard to tell at the moment. But I know a lot of people are pretty freaked out about it anyway. So, like I said, we'll see. Putting 5G towers up inside one of the boxes. Okay. I had a dream about energy weapons. Sure, they've had energy weapons for a long time. It's radiation, not safe. Yeah, I hear that. No, and one thing that was early on with the whole cell phone towers thing was they were scrambling the bees' navigation systems, basically. So it was causing a lot of the bees to end up lost, and they'd end up dying as a result. So I know that was kind of a big deal. I don't carry... Oh, because I got a purse? Okay. California wildfires were... Yeah, I've heard about that. A lot of the wildfire stuff, sure. Dew lasers, okay. Trees have died. We are electric bodies. Yup. Yeah, so, dude, I had a crazy thought the other day, right? And I looked it up, and there was a lot of people that were on the same thought as me, or the same plane. I was thinking about it, right? And they were talking about magnetics and how, like they have those those high-speed subways based on magnetics. I've always thought that UFOs are able to manipulate the magnetic field to fly to fly at super high speeds, right? And we have metal, right? We have a lot of metals running through our body. We have like zinc, iron, all that stuff, right? Why isn't gravity just magnetism? Because, like, think about planes, right? They don't float. They have to be, they feel like they're constantly fighting gravity. Couldn't gravity essentially just be magnetism? Even though we're not magnetic beings, we have so much so much metals in our system, in our blood, Why couldn't gravity and magnetism be the same damn thing? It seems like it is to me, right? Thank you, Earth Angel. I appreciate you. $20. You rock. I love my YouTube donators. You guys are the best. You are the best. Yeah, I mean, think about it. Think about how think about it. How like fast you fall, and you know, it's probably it just. And dude, look it up. There's a lot of people that have said this. Like, there's a lot of people. I just thought about it one day. I was like, and think about this, like with the UFOs, what happens when you stick or try to push two metal or two magnets with the different polarities together? They push apart, right? So what if the UFOs are just reversing the polarity of the magnets that is Earth, and they're able to float and fly at super high speeds with it? I see you keep bringing up my comments from other videos. What do you mean? Huh. Yeah, I've always thought UFOs were something to do with magnetics. People were like, oh, that's like, I remember commenting one day, somebody was like, oh, you so da, da, da. I was like, oh, whatever, dude. Think about it. Okay. I've heard some stuff that due to metal in our bodies, we're not allowed into inner Earth because it has a magnetic field. There you go. Right? I do have crypto. I have a coin wallet. Yeah, make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure y'all hit that like button over here on YouTube. So also I thought about this, right? Like me and my friend were talking about this, like, what movie is it? I think it's what, Fahrenheit 451, where they burn all the books and they live in a total virtual world. Like, what if that's like, this is outlandish, like silly talk, but it's fun. What if that's the metaverse? What if eventually they're trying to, you know, kind of like surrogate, totally engulf us in this metaverse? Like, I seen somebody talking or somebody like shopping the other day. Like, think about it. COVID, right? COVID does what? It socially isolates us. Okay. So what if over time, you know, people hop into this metaverse and they get so used to it that like, and then the COVID and all this, they're pushing us aside. You know, it's just a silly thought, but like, who knows, bro? Like, it socially isolates us, and you know, it's just a random thought. It keeps you at a low vibration. Then that's the thing, and that's the key, right? And that's the key. So it keeps you at a low vibration, so you don't reach 5D, so you don't reach fifth dimension consciousness. Okay. Now, I've actually read recently that, and this is just total speculation on the part that even the person that wrote it, just, he would said this, right? I'm not saying this is at all factual or you know, it's possible, anything's possible. They were saying that World War I and II, well, at least World War I, they were saying was a actual invasion by a being from Mars. All right. And it's like a bug parasitic like being that ravaged Mars. So they wanted to come to Earth. What they do is they jump from planet to planet and find hosts. The reason they jump from planet to planet, the reason they find hosts is because they are stuck in the third dimension. So they have to keep whatever planet they're inhabiting in the third dimension in order to sustain and survive there. So they've infiltrated us, they've infiltrated our society, and they're trying to, using technology, keep us at the third dimension level so that they can keep this planet and keep inhabiting it. Otherwise, they'll have to leave after we go to 5G or 5D. And that's just a thought. The Great Martian War, sure. Yeah, 1917-18, yes. Yes. And that's just like, you know, I thought it was a really fascinating theory. Like, and some of them were even saying that I think it was out of New Jersey, that radio cast that said that Mars they were invading. They said they were invading. That aliens were invading in the radio. But supposedly it was for a Earth, I think it was Day the Earth Stood Still, maybe. It was actually for that movie, like an advertisement, but people turned it on people turned it on after they disclosed that it was an ad. So like people were panicking all over the nation because they heard only the part where aliens are invading, blah, blah, blah. So people were like freaking out. Mars attack. There you go. Thank you, Sukama. Yeah, and that's War of the Worlds. Okay, there you go. War of the Worlds. War of the Worlds. Okay. Yeah, so that was like a big thing too. Like, could that have actually been a real broadcast? Like, was there really an alien invasion, you know? And just so you know, YouTube or TikTokers, I'm on YouTube. I'd love it if you guys all sub me. I also have been posting a lot of YouTube shorts, and they've been popping. Kitty, what are you doing? Get down. God. Pain in the butt. Murdered in a landfill because he was going to be... Huh, interesting. They're called Archons? Awesome, Dre. Awesome. Awesome, bro. So, did you guys see my picture on YouTube? Did you see my picture on YouTube? Because it was released, or this article was actually released last November or December. A gentleman was like scouring the NASA Mars Renaissance rover pictures from back in December 2006. All right. And he basically found a picture of to me, it's blatant, like it's obvious to me, a craft that had crash landed on Mars. Like, check it out. To me, that's obvious, y'all. I think his name was Gene Ray or something. Can't remember exactly. But yeah, check it out. Picture of a craft that had crash landed and slid on Mars. No, I haven't gotten to the Wendigo yet. Yeah, it is fact. It is fact. Yeah, I thought that was pretty crazy, man. What if that's Elon Musk? Oh, why he wants to go to Mars. Interesting. Dark Fleet. Yeah, dude, I feel like it's definitely pretty obvious that that's real. What up, Dabnar? Yeshua. So, yeah, it was kind of a big deal that he found these pictures, right? Not saying we have been to Mars. I'm saying they, as in aliens. But I do believe we have too. I think there's a lot we don't know. I think we've been to Mars easily. Easily. So, another one that I wanted to kind of cover real quick too was, and dude, real quick, if you guys, that's why I want to get a good PC. If you guys get a chance, if you have computers that are good, that are decent, because mine, I can't because I have a Chromebook. I'm telling you all, take some time to go look at Mars on the, a lot of it's pixelated. A lot of it's like digitally degraded, but there's portions of it that aren't. If you take the time to go look at Mars on your Google Earth, on the browser, Google Earth browser, All right. Yeah. That's hilarious. Dre says, remote viewers have seen Obama on a base in Mars. Yeah. I wouldn't doubt it, bro. Have you guys, so speaking of that real quick, that video of that soldier, right? That's supposedly part of the secret space program. Sorry if I'm yelling. The video of that soldier, right? That's been a part of the secret, that's a part of the secret space program, who literally had a portal in his house, like in his kitchen. And he would wake up in the morning, put his gear on, and step into the portal. He'd be on Mars. He even showed it, like, it could be obviously fake, but he would step back to Mars, back to the Earth. When he was done for the day, he would step back into his house and, eat dinner, sleep for the night, and then wake up, bang, be back in Mars in the morning, which is crazy. Check it out. I don't know. It literally showed him with a portal, in his house. Thank you, Steve. I appreciate you. What is the name of this story? Dude, as far as the Mars craft, if you check my YouTube, I posted it on my community page. I say the guy's name and everything. But if you just like Google Mars picture, here, let me look. Sometimes it's hard for me to remember shit off the top of my head all the time. Okay, hold up. UFO crash landed on Mars. It was taken by the Mars Reconnaissance rover, or reconnaissance rover. South African researcher, Gene Ward, discovered the image last year when scouring NASA photographs. So check it out. And dude, flat Earth has been like wild lately, y'all. Flat Earth has been wild. But before that, though, if you take and check out Google Earth Mars, y'all just take a look at the landscapes and zoom in, take a look, and look for the faces. I have found full-on, like on God, I found full-on megalithic structures all over Mars. Easy. No question. Yeah, Corey Good, or Goody, or Good. Yeah, I got that whiteboard. What do you mean? Oh, I know, right? I know. Dude, and then, hey, I plan on it. I will use it for that, my guy. But that's why I always keep my iPhone handy. That's my research tool. So no, dude, like on God, like I was even finding things like what I believed looked like possible, like crucifixes on Mars. I'm not 100% sure, but just saying, I swear I've seen them. But there's a lot of stuff on Mars. Like there's a lot, and it's more intriguing than you think. There's a lot more to Mars than people think. So if you get a chance, check it out. And what else was there? What did I just talk about before Flat Earthers. Yup, Flat Earth is crazy. I was actually wanting to find this video, y'all, of, I wanted to show you guys this. Was that yesterday? I wanted to show you guys this. I got sent this video from dude on a rocket that launched, right? Hopefully I can find it. It was in my messenger, he sent it. I know, it's crazy, y'all. I've been getting so many Google Earthers on my, in my messages, which is really cool, dude. Which is really cool. It's like I'm starting like a culture of Google Earthers. And dude, it's like addicting once you start doing it. What is that? Damn it. Of course I don't remember the dude's name that had it. I meant to find this before I started too. Hold up. He was a flat earther. Some guy in my comments today too, man, like, he's like, oh, if you were only smart enough, or your mind's too weak to grasp flat Earth. Oh my God, bro. I was like, what are you talking about, my guy? I don't know if you can see this. This is off the coast of Africa. This was crazy. Some dude found this off the coast of Africa. In the water, y'all. In the water. I'm not sure what it is, to be honest. I can't really tell. But if you take a step back here and check it out, you can see it's pyramidal. It's pyramidal. But it's definitely. I was like, dude, where are the coordinates? I want to find it. He's like, oh, I forgot to get them. I was like, are you kidding me, bro? How do you forget the coordinates, bro? Oh, Lord. Why are people hitting me up? Like, what the fuck? One of my fams got a little drama going on, bro. Got a little drama going on, so I've been trying to kind of, be there for him and stuff. Just talk to him a little bit, see what's going on. His buddy just hit me up that he's like dramaing with, I guess. But anyway, so that photograph was really weird to me. That was really weird. I'm not exactly sure what it is. I wish you would have got the coordinates. Like, if you guys find something cool on Google Earth, just always remember to all you got to do is tap and hold the screen and it'll pop up, and then screenshot the coordinates. That's what I do, usually. That's what I do. I've been getting a lot of scammers lately too, guys. If anybody takes you to WhatsApp or anything like that, they're scamming. Y'all, though, I had the craziest, and I kind of wanted to talk about this. It's a little off topic in my life, but I kind of wanted to just talk about this because, I had the craziest experience with a scammer the other day. Usually I get right down mad at him and talk mad crap to him and stuff. And I did this guy for a little while. And then, dude, he totally came at me in this manner of it just totally set me back. I'll never look at it the same, y'all. I'll never look at it the same. And let me tell you why. And I know scamming stinks on ice, and it sucks when you get scammed. I think we've all been there, I've got my YouTube, or not my YouTube, but my my TikTok scammed once, and it totally hurt. Dude, it devastated me. I thought, it could have easily ended my career if I wouldn't have tried to fight so hard to get it back. But, yeah, shit. I wish I could find it quicker, but I should have screen recorded it, y'all. Damn it. I don't know why they're even involving me. So anyway, dude, this guy had this picture of this rocket. You guys probably seen it. It's a picture of the rocket. It's like a man-made rocket that they sent up, and it supposedly hit the firmament. Have you guys heard about that? It supposedly hit the firmament. Yeah, forget it. I'm not going to keep looking down at this phone. But yeah, it supposedly hit the firmament, right? Yes. And see, now I've seen the one where it hits the firmament, right? But he actually... What do you need, Dad? What? Yeah, why? Yeah, dude. I'll be up in a minute. I'm on live right now. All right, see ya. So this time though, it was different. That video this time was different. Okay? This time it hits, right? In the normal version, I don't know how you got this version. In the normal version, after it hits, it stops. But this time, it doesn't. It hits, and then it continues to spin, right? And it actually raises up, and you can see space, and you can see the entire, like, horizon, right? And y'all, it's like, as far as the eye can see, it's flat. Like, it's like perfect. It's flat. Now, does that mean it's flat Earth? I'm not saying that. But in the video, you can see as far as the eye can see, and what's crazy is, what do they say? They say the horizon's always at eye level, no matter where you are. Like, the horizon's always at eye level, and it's always straight line. Okay? This was the same thing, and this rocket was supposedly hit the firmament. It was at the rocket level, and it was flat. It was like this, flat as a pancake. You know, I don't know. Dude, like, I cannot say and discount flat Earth. That's all. Like, that's all I can say. All right, Dennis Roberts, have a good one. 4 corners of the earth in the Bible. Interesting. Why is the firmament round if the earth is flat? It wouldn't be square. I don't know. It's a dome. It could be square, essentially, I guess. But I imagine it could have hit a cloak ship. Could have hit a firmament. I don't know, dude. I don't know what to think of it all. I don't even know what to think of it all. It's such a tough talk. You know what I mean? Like, the firmament, all that shit. Like, how the hell, like, to think outer space is not real? It's like, wow. Weird. Could be. Rainbows are the reflection of the dome. They say that the sun's within our atmosphere, all this stuff. Toroidal eminence. Interesting. Never heard of it. Toroidal eminence. Ether and further planes of existence past the firmament, which the waters above are keeping us on this plane. The light of existence bending, maybe. What if creation doesn't have to make sense logically? The creator is all powerful, right? So maybe he can have a flat or round earth. Who knows? We're just humans. Simply, yes. I mean, who knows? Maybe if you think it's flat, and maybe if you think it's round, it's going to be round just because you create your own reality. Who knows? Yeah, people were saying that Earth doesn't move, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, the waters, I imagine, is space. Well, see, now hollow Earth can still exist, right? Because just because the Earth's flat doesn't mean it's not thick. You know what I'm saying? Shit is crazy. Just because it's flat doesn't mean it's not thick, though. And if you guys, and we've talked about this before, right? We've talked about this before. How in the Book of Enki it says that this great battle took place between the mother Tiamat and the father, the son. But then Nibiru come out of nowhere and he takes out Tiamat, but splits her in two. Half of her becomes the asteroid belt. The bottom half becomes Earth. So it's kind of like if she was an actual physical being, then is it possible that, you know, it's probably not round, but it's hard to say. Yeah, right. It could be oddly shaped. And then there's that ice ball theory that I posted the other day, which is crazy. Against the Grain channel. Cool. Cool, Anthony Taylor. Good stuff. Against the Grain channel. There we go. Mars, photograph, 5G. There was something else I talked about. Mount Graham. Okay. Yep, we talked about that. The AI, right? AI, guys. Yeah, dude. That's what I say, right? Joseph Zerillo. I love it, dude. Good stuff. I love the enthusiasm, my guy. Yeah, he said no homo. You good, bro? It's all good. Yeah. I mean, that's awesome. So, I make a very good debate on Hollow Earth. Dude, I believe Hollow Earth 100%. And I'll show you these pictures real quick that Drizzy sent me. Yeah, the ice ball theory I thought was interesting too. But Joseph Zarella says, bro, this is why I love this shit. People using new ways of thought. I love it. Cool, man. It is. That's how it's supposed to be, right? We're in a time of totally new. It's new. It's like fringe. It's new wave. It's awesome. It's totally cutting edge. People are truly like opening their minds, right? They're not being so rigidly set on certain things that they were taught or shown or taught to believe. Now people are starting to challenge these beliefs in the entirety of the system, like, which is cool, dude. That's what life should be about, y'all. That is what life should be about. Like, what the hell, man, right? Like, dude, simply looking at Google Earth, like I say this all the time, simply looking at Google Earth, and when you finally start to see it, because it takes a second to actually see and get the vision of Google Earth, all right? Y'all want to, it's almost all of you, they all want to see these landscapes, and they don't see the actual anomalies within the landscape. And that's what they want, okay? But I'm telling you, if you go look at Google Earth and you take your time and you use what you've been given, just your thoughts, your pattern, your intelligence, watch the landscape when it is random, and then pick up the anomalies of patterns, like square edges, shapes, triangles, like all kinds of stuff. Like I say, patterns. You'll pick them up. It's easy to pick up. I'm telling you. Once you start picking them up too, boom, 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 you'll start seeing all kinds of crazy shit. And I'm telling you, like I said, I've seen every single type of being that you can think of, and some you haven't or you can't. Like, for real talk. And there ain't nothing I hardly don't believe in as far as extraterrestrial life or life that has inhabited this planet, because I've seen it all on Google Earth, like flat out. Seen it all. Loch Ness. I've seen giant squids, freaking huge giant squids. I've seen Megalodon, bro. I've seen Megalodon. Now, people are all like, oh, show me. A lot of times, y'all, it's hard. Like I said, you gotta have you gotta be able to pick it out. You know what I mean? You gotta be able to look at it and go, okay. You know, and a lot of times, the patterns I pick up are eyes and mouth. Eyes and mouth. You'll see their eyes, and then you'll see the mouth. And then you can pick out the body shape from there. But, dude, I've seen megalodons, dude, up by Iceland, under the water. And, you know, I know they are, but if I showed you, you'd probably say, no, that's nothing. Well, you know, I'm telling you, I know they are. I can see it. You know what I mean? I've seen all kinds of different creatures, dude. All kinds of them. But that's why I try to encourage people to check it out. Google Earth, it's fun. It's fun. So flat Earth is still up for debate as far as I'm concerned, and I don't care, dude. People can say you're not intelligent for thinking it's a possibility, but you know what? They're not intelligent for thinking it's not. Okay? Like straight up. Sure. The Freemason explanation of flat Earth? I don't think so. I don't really, dude, like, that's one thing I just don't like to talk about. I don't like to talk about Illuminati of the Freemasons. Engineers never account for curvature. And you know what's funny? I always laugh at the people that are like, well, a laser accounts for curvature. No, lasers get lazy. That's what we call that. I used to work road construction. We used to shoot lasers. They get lazy. They don't just shoot on forever. They actually do start to fall. And they do actually bend. And it's nothing to do with the curvature of the earth. Lasers just get lazy. They're only so powerful. Freemasons are what specifically? I believe they're tied to the Illuminati. It's crazy, y'all. I was listening to that new Kanye song with The Game. Kanye and The Game. It's called Easy, E-A-Z-Y. And in that song, Kanye's talking about his divorce with Kim, right? He's talking about his divorce with Kim. And then he goes on to say this, like, say certain things. And then he says, Illuminati's gonna be pissed. He, like, flat out just comes out with it. Illuminati's gonna be pissed. I'm like, damn, bro. All right. I knew it, but all right. I don't know, Frank. Yeah, I don't think he likes to be in the Illuminati, though. Yeah, thank you, Sarah Lloyd. Freemasons are off limits on YouTube if you want to keep channel alive without issues, but yes, they run everything, blah, blah, blah. I don't want to even talk about them. I don't talk about Illuminati. I don't talk about Freemasons, and I pretty much avoid the jab. But anyhow, I wanted to talk about this a little bit. I found this dude sent me a source, and I found this page, right? This chick, she wrote a book about Atlantis, and I don't know how she knows or how she found out. But she said supposedly that Atlantians had a epidemic, like a COVID-like virus, a pandemic. Okay, supposedly Atlantians had this, and supposedly at the time it consisted of, and I don't know how she knew it. And I'm not saying it's true either. It don't matter. I'm not saying it's true. When I say she knew it, well, she speculated it or theorized it. But she said that they had the same thing, of a very serious pandemic going on, and they were losing a lot of people. So what they did supposedly was they found this supposed cure at first, but they had to what she said they did, which is so weird. She said they cut a slit in your arm, and she said for the Atlanteans and Atlantis or whatever, the world at that time, it was required. It was an absolute. You had to get vaccinated or whatever. She said that they cut them open, a little slit in their arm like this. And then she said they'd put genetic material in the slit. Okay. Now, genetic material, she said it was something to do with animal DNA crossed with human DNA crossed with you name it. Like just a bunch of different stuff that was crossed, more or less. But it was like genetic material, so they'd shove it inside the wound, and then she said they'd put some sort of like putty-like substance over it. And she said it was like rejoice because it was perfect. It like cured everybody. Like it was like a overall amazing cure. Like it was a godsend, more or less. So they more or less they celebrated like it was a big deal. And I'm not speculating or saying anything by saying this. This is just the story. FIPO, for entertainment purposes only. Like, I'm not saying this is absolutely true. I'm just saying this is the story she told. That when the Atlanteans and Atlantis did finally cure the vaccine, that everything was great, life was good, everybody was happy, everybody was, they got to no longer social distancing. They got to come outside. They got to go back to work, blah, blah, blah. Well, they didn't realize what was wrong, or they didn't realize that there was a flaw in their system or their cure, because until they had the first round of babies after the vax or the cure. They said they were severely deformed and stuff. And that would make, maybe could they have picked up like the animal DNA and it crossed with it and all this stuff? Possibly. I don't know. But and I'm not saying that has anything to do with our vax. It's nothing to do with it. It's nothing to do with it. But I'm just saying, you know, with her and this story, I'm like, holy crap, that's crazy. Like, I mean, how do you know this? Like, I've never ever once heard. Yeah, I've seen that black-eyed baby thing. That's weird. Recently. But I've never once ever heard that story about Atlantis having any type of pandemic or anything like that. So I thought that was crazy. Very intriguing. I haven't watched the full video yet, but you know, why not? What up, Marie? How you doing, girl? Good to see you. Yeah, and that possibly kind of like what I was thinking. Dragon power there, sci-fi story, possibly. But yeah, it's something like you said, ominous shadows, like gene splicing type stuff. That's why God flooded the earth, due to all flesh being defiled, mixing people and animals, blah blah blah. Yeah, there was a lot of chimera stuff going back. No. Actually, Chris Kelly, he said, do your parents avoid the jab? No, they don't. Well, my dad, my uncle does, who live in the house, and I live out back. But I was trying to think about it, you guys, and I was like, it kind of sucks. And I'm not saying, you know, I'm not a hater either way. I'm not going to tell you what to do. I don't know. I do me, right? Live and let live, man. Like, if somebody wants to take the jab, go ahead. If that's what you feel like you should do, go ahead. I'm not saying you shouldn't. I don't know. Nobody really, I mean, except for, you know, I don't know. Nobody really knows. Like, I don't know. Myself, I haven't had any remote sickness. Haven't had any scares. And, you know, I've been pretty lucid on my preventatives. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been lax as hell on worrying about it. Like, I don't even think about it. You know what I'm saying? So, I never, you know, early on, did I wear a mask? Sure. Yeah, I did. But then I quit and I haven't since. So I don't know. But everybody's different, aren't they? I mean, everybody's different. But no, my stepdad, my mother, and my grandmother who live in my mom's house, and her, like, boyfriend or whatever, my grandma's boyfriend, they all have it. Okay. And I didn't realize why, but like my stepdad, he's very, you know, he's a big, you know, he don't go against the grain, man. He just doesn't. And he just, you know, he's very, he don't like my content, like in my conspiracy stuff. He like thinks I don't know. He's I don't want to say anything bad about him. He's a great guy. I mean, he's not me. Like, he's not like me at all. Yeah, exactly. Eric Mabelat. He's a huge, Democrat. But, and I'm not saying I've been a Democrat before, right? But he's just totally follower, you know, and, I just don't know. I don't follow until I know for sure, what's going on. But anyhow, he always acted a little type of way towards me when I was living there, and I thought it was just because I was older and he didn't want me back home or something. Definitely super didn't buy into my YouTube stuff, which that's fine. Like, that generation don't understand influencing. They don't understand social media as a career. They don't understand they don't understand that you can pop and do well with it, right? They just don't. So, what up, Iron Metal? What's happening? Live from Philly. So he always acted some little bit type of way towards me, and I didn't understand why. You know, I was like, wow, it's like, dude, he never cared. He never acted like this before. You know, he's always a really good guy and shit. And like, dude, just last week I was like, oh my god, because me and another friend of mine were talking, right? Me and another friend were talking about how her family is absolutely, they look at her like she's got leprosy because she won't get vaccinated. Her whole family, like they treat her different. They almost act like they're scared of her because, like, oh god, if she gets it, oh god, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, the thing is, I don't know. From what I see, it's like people who have the vax are getting it, people who don't are. I don't know. You know what I mean? So it's like, and like you say, if in theory, if they have the vaccine, why do they care? Why are they scared? But I know why. I look back at it. My stepfather was treating me that type of way because I wouldn't get my vaccine. My mom kept trying to push me to get it. But so, and there's side effects to it. You know, everybody knows them. At the end of the day, I didn't feel the need to, dude. Like, I've done enough and gone hard enough in life. It's going to take more than that to take me out. But that was why. So, and that's what stinks about all of this. It's like it sucks because it's dividing families. Like, it's literally causing people to it's literally causing people to treat people differently because they will or won't get it, which shouldn't be the way. I don't think, you know, I don't treat people different because they have it. I mean, I don't care if you have it or not. That's on you, man. End of the day, it's on you. Whether you have it or not, you shouldn't be treated any differently either way, no matter what. But like, her family's like upset with her because they want her to get this vaccine, and she just doesn't want to. And that's her right, I guess, right? I mean, that's her right. You have Joel Richards, and I got 87 at Proton Mail. How can I show you pictures of a giant from Wales? I'd love to see it. Okay. Okay. I'm good. Why are you saying that to me, Becky Williams? My God, people. Detoxing info from the what? From the jab? I don't even know what you're talking about. Yeah, usually if you talk to people in the medical field, that's a good indication. Just ask them what's going on with it, what they see. And guys, just so you know, over here on TikTok, my YouTube, I got 298 people on my YouTube right now. If you guys want to hop on there, head over. Night God 333. Oh, okay. I apologize. Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Susan O. X. That's awesome. Everything is going to be okay at the end of the day. We got to learn to live with our differences. Amen. Amen. And that's the thing. We are still free to choose now. Yeah, absolutely. So that's great, isn't it? That's what it's about. So, yeah, at least we get the freedom to choose. Man, I was all excited yesterday, guys. I was so excited because I thought I had gotten my play button. I was so excited. I thought I had gotten my play button. I'm not sure what's going on with them. I was supposed to get an email and sent out. Like, I saw some people, thank you for the rose. I saw some people were getting it within a week and a half to 2 weeks. And I'm like, okay. And I was so freaking excited to open it, and I thought it was it. But it ended up actually being this, which is really cool. But I was kind of disappointed at the same time because, like, my Ono, it sent me this mic. They sent me this microphone, which I looked this up, y'all. This is one of their best ones. It's a high, it's a large diaphragm microphone set. It's supposed to be one of their best. It's like heavy duty, and it's a $150 microphone, dude. I was so excited. I'm supposed to do a review on it and stuff, but it's what do they call it? XLS or XRS microphone. I was really excited to use it. XLR, excuse me, output. And I don't have the proper 48 DC phantom power. Like, I thought I was going to open it and it was going to be ready to use. The proper 48 DC phantom power. Like, I thought I was going to open it and it was going to be ready to use, yo. Like, you know, I was like, damn, how you got something that's like ready to rock? You know what I mean? But here. Is that gonna flip? No, damn it. Either way, I had to hit them up, so now they're gonna send me a cool little like mixer for podcasts. They can do like applause, all this stuff. So I'm pumped about that. It was sweet. No, right now I'm using my good old USB mic from Blue, which y'all, these mics are amazing. They're $100, $110. Amazing microphone. I love this mic. But I think this is going to be a nice one, too, once I get it all set up. They're going to send me this sound card, is what it's called. But what's cool about the Blue one is it's USB. This is the XLR, which is those heavy cords, which I think that makes it so, I mean, I think that means it's like, and dude, I don't know if they sent this from like an old part of the warehouse, because I guess these are like, this PM500 version is like really rare. It's hard to find. It's got a stand for it and everything. But I was like, you know, and the thing is, what's crazy, y'all, is they'll send you these XLR cords. You can get XLR cords, y'all. See how they have these ends? That don't hook up into my computer or nothing. You know what I mean? I don't have no hookup for that. But I got her to send me a whole mixer thing, like a whole mixer studio setup. I'm pretty sure. And you can buy the XLR cord. Like, you can buy the XLR to USB conversion cord on Amazon for like $20. It's like, damn, y'all should have just sent me one of those. I just got a whole new $150 setup for, you know. But hey, let's run it. You know what I mean? So I'm pretty pumped about that. But I got an ad coming up too for extra wallets. These wallets are so badass, you guys. Wait till you see them. They're a freaking $90 wallet. But they got trackers in them and everything. I'm super pumped. I can't wait to do that. I got to do a commercial for it. Here. There we go. I got to do a commercial for it when I get it. And then I got a affiliate link I'm going to have and all that stuff. So that's cool. So make sure you buy one for Valentine's Day. But anyway, that's more or less what I got going on. Make sure you guys check out my podcast. Oh, and I wanted to talk to you guys about this too. The fairy anomaly. The fairy anomaly, right? You guys remember the fairy anomaly? Yeah, power booster needed. Absolutely. Oh, I definitely will. No, I'm in mid-Michigan. Yeah, see, I've been trying to, bro. That's what I say. That's why I always record on TikTok. This is the only thing I wish YouTube would do. And if you're watching this is a good suggestion, bro. You guys, It's solid. What I like that TikTok does with their lives. TikTok, I blush so bad. TikTok is cool. I love their live setup on TikTok because TikTok will let you download the replay of your live and keep it. So then you can post it on other platforms. So I download the replay of my live off TikTok, then I extract the audio, and then I post it to Spotify. All right? So that's why I always go live on TikTok, even though the numbers don't justify it. YouTube doesn't do that. But just a suggestion, guys. Not criticizing, just a suggestion. So, the anomaly, the fairy anomaly that I showed you guys the video of, that flew by my head, that it looked like a fairy. Okay? It's crazy. I'm not sure exactly what it is at this point still. But I've heard both sides of the spectrum, that it's a good entity and bad. That I've heard that it's possibly, I could be being watched. I don't know. I doubt it, but hard to say. I hope not. I'm really not doing anything that bad. I just sit at home. But that's why I'm laying off the Illuminati and the Google Earth content. But and the Freemasons, I don't talk about any of that shit. I just won't, dude. I just won't. So I'm kind of watching my P's and Q's on here. I love this platform. I love you guys. I love what I'm doing, so I don't want to lose it for nothing. The other night when I got spammed, it scared me. So, but I got some stuff going on with that. I got a little insider. I got some stuff going on. I'm doing a little back research on that, seeing if I can't dig something up. Yeah, that's what I try to do. Hell yeah, give me the 300 likes, y'all. Hell yeah. Christchurch, New Zealand. Cool, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I get emails from people all the time, dude. It's so cool, man. What up, Winston family? Good to see you, my guy. Sorry, I miss you. Check it out, Murder by Degree. Huh, interesting, Sarah Lloyd. Huh. No like button? What do you mean no like button? Nightgod87 at protonmail.com from Queensland, Australia. What is up? And I was going to talk about that too, guys. Like how in depth and how like the phones, how easily they can manipulate and in a way they're not. In a way they are mind control, but we let it to be that way. Also, like on God, dude. Like I heard somewhere recently that there's some app that has this algorithm that it can literally actually read your mind. Like literally actually read your mind. And I've felt that way about this one app. Not, you know, I felt this way about this one app, dude. Like it's literally like reading your mind. Oh, you can't see it. I know, me and my friend were talking about it the other day. Like she thought about something and then hopped on. As soon as she thought about it, it was up. Like literally reading your mind. I don't know if it's true. I don't know. Hard to say if it can or not. But I don't know. But here's the deal. Even if they can't, what can they do with that? here's what they do. Interesting thought, interesting theory for entertainment purposes. I'm not sure if it's true or not because I'm not in the game. So, what would they simply have to do to influence the public? Well, find what video you want or post a video, and what do? They send bots to the chat. That's one thing. They send bots to the likes and the follows too. Send bots. Make sure that video goes to the algorithm because of it. Right? And then once it goes to the algorithm, continue sending it like bots. Continue sending it everything else. And boom. There you go. You're trend setting. You're trend setting. You're trend setting. Literally. With music. Anything you want, really. Anything you want, right? Oh, Derek, why are you so bitter, bro? So that's a big way in how they do it, I guarantee it. Send bots. Why not? Bruh. This guy. How did you even get that through? God dang it. There, God. I ain't letting nobody mess with my money, bro. You start talking stupid, I'm gonna block you. What? I wasn't trying to even hide that person. I could be one of those bots. Yeah, you sound like a bot. Phone can be made to generate frequencies to make you sick. Oh, sure. I saw one the other day where I swear a phone, they assassinated this chick with a phone, bro. No lie. I just blocked somebody by accident. I didn't mean to. I meant to block somebody else. I'm watching you everywhere. Was hidden by Night God 333. Ha! Kingsman, that's a good one. From Australia. Oh, you saw that, Joseph? Yeah, bro, for real. A bot, it's like a NPC, non-player character. Same concept, which means it's just a computer. It's just a robot, more or less, a fake user. For 3 Aussies from Queensland here. That's what's up. That's what's up. Nathan Morrison, what up, what up? Yeah, I don't like talk about the vaccine too much, guys. Honestly, I did more than I ever have tonight. But thank you, blase blah. I'm almost at 333 likes. Let's go. You think you're onto something? Like, what do you mean? I don't even know what you're talking about. Thank you. Still love your content. Thank you. And you guys, I'm definitely going to be posting that other video too. I'm definitely going to be posting that other video I'm probably going to do it tonight. I'm not going to hang in this live forever. I think portions of Atlantis, I think Atlantis was much larger than people think. But I do believe that the Eye of the Sahara could have been Atlantis. Okay, I do believe that. And a lot of why I believe that is because if you go look on Google Earth, if you look at Africa, look at all the black outlay of the land. It's black as hell. And it's said that the Atlantians were the ones that opened the Stargate to let the reptoids and the Greys throw meteors to Earth with their evil vril substance on the meteors, and it contaminated the Earth and stuff like that. But yeah, so it's hard to say. I do believe that, but I also believe that it was huge. It was vast. Okay, there was a lot more than that to Atlantis. It wasn't just that. I think it was vast, and I believe that it could have reached across the entirety of the sea, possibly. I mean, I've heard that Autek military base is built over Atlantis ruins. Okay, that the Bermuda Triangle is also possibly built over Atlantis ruins. Uncensored jab videos on Odyssey? What's Odyssey? Somebody was telling me about this other app too called the Display app. And then there's Rumble. I tried on Rumble, but Nordic chick, I'm not sure. See you later. Oh, there's absolutely cloaked spaceships. And Dre, speaking of cloaked, bro, I think I might have found on Hawaii. I think I might have found some cloaked choppers, bro, on Google Earth. Remember how you sent me that picture of the jet, the cloaked jet? Yeah, bro, I think I found cloaked choppers. Really? Is Odyssey good? Is it popping? I know there's BitChute too. I was on BitChute. I do have a BitChute. Yeah, see, I don't talk about that either. The Vatican, any of that stuff, man. Yeah, he's funny, La Marzulli, a little bit, yeah. Infinite plane theory. I'd have to look it up a little bit. Infinite plane theory. Isn't that kind of like, well, one of 142,000? What's up? All right, I'll check them out, Monstro. Toltec statues. Interesting. Yeah, oh yeah, cloaking, dude, that's been around for a little while now. I don't know, I haven't seen any of that. Oh, dude, that news channel on here that posts videos, news about all the wars with Israel, attacking Iran, Russian planes being shot. Dude, yeah, they exaggerate and then they totally lie. It's totally not even close. I think I know what you're talking about. Thank you, Tanya Miller. What's up, girl? Good to see you. No, I have not. Jack Parsons of Babylon Working. Google doesn't lie? This guy. You know Google doesn't lie, right? I don't use Google, Derek. Did we go to the moon? Possibly. I believe so, yes. Yeah, Admiral Byrd, dude, definitely happened. The Oh, that's another one I wanted to talk about. Interesting. Interesting, Monstro. Toltec statues. Wow, those are huge. What are you thinking about them, Monstro? You thinking they're like space beings? Definitely interesting. Those are the Toltec statues, guys. Bing. What are you thinking about them, Monstro? Oh, the Tonga. Or yeah, that's one thing I wanted to talk about too. Is the Tonga earthquake, guys. I think that it. I don't know. I don't think that that was anything extra like crazy, super spectacular. Ooh, really? Really? And they say that Atlantians actually built their underground bases, or their not bases, but like their underground inner Earth space under um, much of South America, Monstro. So that's highly possible, dude. Highly possible. I believe that easily, bro. Where do they say exactly where in Brazil? Oh, there's a place. It was somewhere in Brazil where they built their underground cavern. So you think that it was a nuke that the okay. You think it was a nuke possibly that the volcano. So the volcano could have possibly been um, a test run. Who knows? Sure, just to make sure that they could do it. What up? I wish Malek or Malik. I don't know. Malik doesn't seem right, but what's happening, girl? Good to see you. I love your sweatshirt. What did you say, Jacob? What up, Derek? How you acting like a big fan when you hating, bro? That's how I understand these people that are fans that hate, bro. I don't get it. It's like, I'm not playing, bro. Jacob, you're lucky, bro, because I was going to block you earlier. I tried to, but it didn't work. Like, I'm not playing, bro. I don't like the dumb shit. Because I try to display my chats on my replays because people like to read the chats when they watch my replays. But if I start losing my monetization, or if you fucking with my money, bro, like I'm blocking you without even a question, like 2 seconds. So when you say stupid shit like I have a porn addiction or something, like, dude, come on. You never see the chats after the live is done? Yeah, that's what I tried to earlier, but it's too slow. All right, I appreciate you. Thank you for the donation. I appreciate you. Like, if you guys want attention and stuff, like, dude, I'll get to you, bro. Like, I didn't mean to put you on blast either, but I'm not trying to hate or nothing. But it's like, dude, if you want attention, don't just blot out and freaking say something ridiculous. Yeah, dude, of course I know how YouTube revenue works, bro. I'm getting paid by them. My God, dog. And if your content is too edgy, or if you have people talking stupid in your chats that you want to display, you will get somewhat monetized, like middle, or what do they call it? I don't remember. Limited monetization, limited ad suitability, limited ad suitability. And when that happens, you aren't getting all the advertisers that you could potentially get on your video. I like green money signs, not yellow. Why? How much did you make off YouTube last month? Anyway, so, dude, the Wendigo, right? The Wendigo is real, for one. The Wendigo's real. No, I'm not being censored, bro. No. But if people, like, talk stupid and shit, like, I notice they don't like when you talk about drugs. If they talk about drugs and shit, then you end up getting limited ad suitability. And I don't like that. And dude, the more limited ads that you get in YouTube, the more likely they are to eventually be like, all right, guys, like, we're not making no money off this guy. He can't have his videos. He can't monetize anyway. Bye. You know what I mean? Like, delete your ass. Yeah, dude, like, I don't like putting people on blast or nothing. No, it ain't about the money, bro, but I'm trying to get money. This guy, bro. It's not about the money, but yeah, I want to do it full time, yeah. I want money, bro. Yeah. Like, there's no point in, like, ruining my platform because I want to talk about what I want to talk about. Then I can't get nothing out. I hate how slow my computer is. Bye, Derek. Clown. Okay. The Wendigo, bro, is real as hell. Like, dude, so the first video I posted on the Wendigo, right? Yeah, he's salty as hell. He's a clown. Yeah, that's what I did. Dude, I know. Yeah, I blocked Derek. I can't stand it, dude. This freaking thing's so slow, dude. When I click on the three things, you're welcome, Caroline. Thank you so much. Good to see you again, girl. Good to see you again. Yeah, I blocked him. I did. So I, like, hit the 3 thing button, and it just so slow, bro. You think that I blocked him before? Yeah, so I believe, thank you so much over there. Thanks for the love. Thank you so much. So the Wendigo, bro, it's real, right? It's so real, I swear to God. And it only, like, what I didn't realize this, but the Wendigo tends to only be spotted in northern states in America, Canada, and, like, the middle of Canada, right? Why? They say it's because the snowfall, the winters are more harsh in northern America, in the northern states, in a lot of woodland, and then in Canada. What happens is they say people get snowed in, or the winters are so harsh that they get stuck for even a month at a time. So they literally, there's a lot more people that end up getting stranded and starving. So when they starve, they end up cannibalizing. Now, I don't necessarily believe that all cannibals end up Wendigos. I think there has been people that have eaten people before that don't end up Wendigos, which is weird to say, I guess, but I think it's possible. But certain ones, I don't know what it is, but there's just certain ones that they get overtook, and they say it's a spirit. The Wendigo means spirit who indulges in human flesh. That's what the word Wendigo means. And it's actually a psychological disorder, Wendigo psychosis. That's where the Wendigo name originates from, and that's what they call these beings. Because Wendigo psychosis is the want or need to indulge in human flesh, and also the avid fear of becoming a cannibal can also be Wendigo psychosis, which I thought was kind of crazy. Okay, hold on. Turn my heat down. So, if you checked out my stories, the one that really struck me, and the first story, the earliest one I read about the Wendigo was all the way back to the 1600s. 1600s. Okay? Now, I've read a number of stories about the Wendigo of witness accounts. Witness accounts. And y'all, like, one of them was from Michigan, this hunter. He shot a deer, and he was tracking it. And as he was walking up on it, he saw it shifted on the ground. He thought, what the hell, is it still alive? So he pulled his rifle up. And when he pulled his rifle up, he said it was pale, skinny, had fangs for teeth. It was like not hairless, but not bald. And he said it looked up with blood on its mouth and stepped over the deer like, this is mine, and just screeched at him. The Wendigo scream, if you want to call it that. Like saying, you ain't getting this deer, you some bitch. So he said at that point he could have pulled up his rifle and shot at it, but he just said he literally just turned and walked away. I think too, it's like, I know they show, and this drives me nuts, because they always show the Wendigo having horns. It doesn't have horns. The reason people think it has horns is because it's always carrying deer. They like deer if they can't have humans. They're always carrying their deer on their back. So they sometimes, and I think they carry them in a certain manner. Like they all carry them the same way, to where it almost looks like the horns are on them, but they're not. It does look like a lot like a rake, yes. I do not think Wendigo have horns. I think that's total. It makes it so total fantasy. Like that's what makes it seem so stupid and unrealistic at times. Like why a lot of people don't believe it. It don't have horns. You know what I'm saying? So, what it does seem to be is ancient tribes like the Ojibwe, the Cree, the Algonquin. They all believe it's a curse, a hunger that one gets when they're starving. And once you indulge in this cannibalism, it takes you over. It's like a bloodlust. Once you eat it, you have to eat it. Like you want it more, and you cannot get rid of that bloodlust. So, the story, so Wendigos, right? They say they're super skinny. Some people claim them to be up to 14 feet tall. I'm not sure if that's true or not, but I know actually when I'm researching it, that was the first time I had heard that some people believe they're up to 14 to 15 feet tall. They have yellowish skin, shallow eyes, they're black as night, fangs, claws. They're fast. They're very fast. They can run on all fours or stand up and run. More or less, they have superhuman strength. So if you get caught by one, scary. Do not even approach them. I wouldn't even try to shoot at them. What's even more intriguing is they can mimic voices. They will mimic a voice of somebody you know to sound like them to lure you in. Kind of like, it's a lot like the Skinwalker. The Skinwalker has been known to do that. Mimic voices to draw you in. But the craziest story that I read so far, and then I got, obviously, Yoda. He is actually from Wabasca des Marais, Canada, and it's a Cree Nation Indian reservation, native reservation. And he said that he talked to the elders and got these stories. And I haven't told his 3 stories yet, but they're really good. All right? And he said some of the people that were part of these stories are still alive today, and they won't talk about it. He said they're terrified to talk about it. And obviously he told me not to mention their name. But he said they're still alive today, and they won't talk about it. So it's crazy stuff. His stories are really good, like I said. One of them is as recent as 2015. Okay? But Wendigos date back to like the 1600s, 1800s. They said there's been a downtick in Wendigo sightings in the 20th century. Well, because less people are starving, right? So, like I said, though, the story that hit me was when Swift Runner, he was a Plains Cree trapper from Alberta. He worked for the Hudson Bay Company, which is a trading company. He was married and a father of 6 children. He even served in 1875 as a guide for the Northwest Mount Police. During the winter of 1878 and 1879, Swift Runner and his family were starving. They were stuck, along with other numerous Cree families. His eldest son was the first to pass away. At that point, he started getting the sweats, getting sick and vomiting. Those are signs of becoming a Wendigo. Vomiting and starting to get that look, that black-eyed look, right? Well, he succumbed to his Wendigo psychosis and ate his first son that passed away. And then after that, he proceeded to take out the rest of his family and consume them as well. When the police got there later, he admitted to what he did. They executed him in Fort Saskatchewan that same year. Yeah, black-eyed children are weird. Yes, that's true too, Dre. If they bite you and you survive, you'll turn into one. He has a really cool story about this. Yoda told me a really cool story about this priest, right, that came to town, which is what the town des Marais is named after. This was in 1894, because I looked it up. I actually did some research on his stuff, and I found out it's true, like what he's telling me, all of it's true. I looked it up. In 1894, a priest named John, Pastor John des Marais, he was a Catholic priest, because I guess this is back when they kind of instilled Catholic priests on the reservations to try and spread Christianity to the natives. And upon his welcoming party, right, the area had 2 medicine men, or shamans, and they were always beefing. I guess this happened a lot. They would beef, like shamans of the area would. And one of them brought a bladder from a black bear, which to me, he said he put bad medicine in the bladder. Now, to me, I think he either gathered some like saliva or blood, or the black bear's bladder was from a black bear that had been half eaten by a Wendigo. So he basically more or less gave this other shaman the bladder to eat, and he ate it. And then he started, like, they said, they literally, and this is based on true events. After he ate it in the church at the community dinner, they were welcoming the priest. After he ate it, he started twisting and contorting. His bones were literally breaking as he was moving. He was starting to kind of get that ravaged look, started getting freaky looking. And then he started literally attacking everybody. The priest fell down. Somebody picked him up. They got out of Dodge. The medicine man who did it to the other medicine man was just stunned, and it messed him up for a long time. He felt really bad after this. But after they left the church, there was a bunch of screams going on. It was attacking everybody in the church. Well, they went and got more pastors, right? Because a lot of times they'll, like, if they try to do certain blessings and stuff like that. Well, these 4 other pastors came from nearby around the area. And one of them, as soon as he walked in and saw this medicine man that was changed, he just turned and ran. He didn't even try. They tried saying prayers. It didn't work. Eventually, they put it down. They cut it up into like 35, 40 pieces and buried it all over the area in different spots. Because supposedly, Wendigos can regenerate. All right? They are hard to kill. I think you either gotta decapitate them or stab them in the heart. Also, I've heard and I read too that silver works. Silver. So it's hard to say, but basically they are killable. You can take them out. No, it doesn't. And people always, every time I share a story about these creatures, every single time in my comments, there's somebody that tells me to quit saying the word Wendigo, because if you do, one will show up to where you're at. You can literally close your eyes and say their names and summon them. They will hear you and they will show up. Yeah, I know, it's a lot like a vampire. Yeah, they have bloodlust. Like, they like to toy with you, too. So they have an intelligence. An antler, huh? A movie called Antlers. Interesting. So it's like they have an intelligence, right? Another story said there was a gentleman out elk hunting. I don't want to share them all because I want to be able to tell them on my video, but elk hunting, and they were camped for the night. Each of them had a sled, 4 of them. There was 4 of them that had a sled. Sled dogs. That night they heard the dogs kind of whimpering and making noise. They went out to check. There was nothing. They think, well, it must have been another animal. They went back to bed. Then they heard them whimpering again, and then they heard some of them like yelping. Arr, 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 arr. And puppers, take it easy, buddy. When they whimpered, they went out and they saw blood where their chains were. And then they looked across the way, and then across the river, they saw the Wendigo standing there with the half-eaten dogs. Like, I guess Wendigos are known, if they're not super hungry, they will just kill to kill, and they'll half-eat things and leave them. So they killed the dogs, and then they said they all turned to run back to camp. And they got on supposedly they got on their sleds too. They got to their camp. They got on their sleds, and with what remaining dogs, they only killed a couple. And then they got out of Dodge, and it was actually like running with them, and it was really fast. But it was across the river. It was supposedly so fast that it was running on chunks of ice floating across the river. Like, it would literally run on chunks of ice. Like, they call it Wendigo Run is the story the elders told them what they called it. Wendigo Run. But when they got back to this cabin that they were originally staying at. When they got back in the cabin, they said they were stuck there for 9 days, and the entire time the Wendigo just kept harassing them and harassing them. They boarded up all the windows, and it kept going around the cabin every night and just harassing them, teasing them, making noises, sounding like people they know, saying their names, all kinds of weird shit. But none of them ever left the cabin for 9 days. Finally, people came to look for him and they helped him out. But they told everybody that's what happened. Like one of the guys from that story is still alive today and he will not talk about it. Interesting. Yeah, oh yeah, they're rancid smelling. Yes, they are rancid smelling. They are rancid smelling. They have rotting flesh. Some people say they resemble zombies. They have lacerations all over their bodies and flesh falls off of them. Yeah, the Wendigo actually fought the Hulk too. There's a Hulk episode that fought the Wendigo. Some people say some of them have hair, others say that they don't. But yeah, pretty crazy stuff. And it runs deep, man. The lore runs deep. I would hate to run into one of them, that's for sure. I've seen some video of them that seemed legit. Yeah, thank you, Tanya. But yeah, they're like super skinny. Jamie Wilson. Yeah, I know it. Dude, and what's weird, dude? It's really weird, Wendigo. What's weird is, the other night when I got spammed, I swear, y'all, I heard something walking around my camper. And dude, like me, I don't play. Like, I'm not even kidding. I don't care. I take all precautions, right? So I heard this thing, like, dude, on God. Yeah, they resemble a werewolf a lot. But after I got spammed the other night, dude, I swear I heard something like, and dude, like, it was like moving, it was like walking around my camper. But I'm telling you guys, like, on God, like, it wasn't a person, dude. It was something weird. It sounded like it was like moving like a creature might. Creepy. Not like a person. Like just eerily moving, like dragging its feet and shit. Swear to God, bro. I don't even like looking out the window. I won't. It was weird, dude. Yeah, I took my I had something. And I took it and dude, I like even had one in it. I was like, I racked it really loud to make sure they heard it. And then it stopped when I did that. It kept moving. And then all of a sudden, like, I have outdoor lights on my camper. And I freaking hit them, like, on, like, boom. All at once. Then it stopped again. And then I called my old man up, and I was like, hey, bro, shine your light out here a little bit. You know what I mean? So he, like, shined his light out here and all this stuff. And it stopped after that. It was weird. What up, gang? Yeah, nice. Nothing a flamethrower can't stop. Yeah, dude, on God, like I don't play, dude. Like I believe in that shit. So, no, I'm in like mid-Michigan. Yeah, see, I was thinking about that, Joseph. All right, Hammer Samurai, have a good one, brother. Good to see you. Dabnar. No, it wasn't that, bro. Dude, yeah, you know what I'm saying, though. Hey. No, dude, it wasn't like that. Hey, I always keep on my toes with stuff. You guys, like, I don't think y'all understand, like, they could easily be watching me, you know what I'm saying? So I just always have it on the defense. I wasn't scared or nothing. Super scared. But end of the day, I take all precautions because, dude, people end up like took out all the time. And it's not necessarily that there was anybody here, it just could have been nothing. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Joseph. Like, some people don't understand that. They think I'm joking. Hey, I think I'm good at damn privacy. I think I'm gonna. I want to put cameras up. I think I'm gonna. I'm thinking about it. Why not? Oh, I was definitely a little like, what the fuck? Because, dude, you guys, like, when I hear something and I listen to it, like, I make sure it's, like, not of the norm before I'm, like, even thinking about anything like that. Like, I'm sitting there listening to it, like I said, it was like shuffling, you know? It wasn't like normal, bro. It was shuffling. It was like dragging or something. It was weird, but I made sure of it. It was there. I was thinking there, like, and I was like, there. Like, I heard it from here. I know, dude, there could have been, I know we got Fox 2 around here, possibly. Never know. And you never know what they send here, bro. Like, dude, that anomaly, that fairy anomaly, somebody told me that there's, like, and I have a pretty good source, like, that fairy anomaly, somebody told me that that's no doubt not Angel. Like, they said that that's no doubt you're being watched by somebody. But I don't know. Could be true, could be not. But she told me, she even gave examples like this person knows pretty well. And I'm like, holy shit. She said, if I want to, she said, take a tuning fork. She said, if I take a tuning fork and I put it up to my windows, she said, if it's true, like what she's saying, she said, if they're using any type of anything, she said, it'll start to sing just based on putting it up to the windows. If I put it up to the windows, it'll start to sing if anybody's watching or listening to me. And she said, on God, it will sing. Just by putting it up to the window. But it could be it could be just bullshit. I don't know. She could be on some bullshit. And dude, it don't mean nobody's necessarily watching me. I shouldn't even say that. It probably ain't even true. And dude, I guarantee you so many people are being watched. Like, dude, like I said, I heard Upchurch was like even Upchurch said he heard he was on the list. The tuning fork will actually start to freak out if you know. Yeah, for sure. You attract what you are. Clown. Sound is just frequency, possibly. Yeah, I heard about that. Upchurch got a cop stalking him. That's weird, bruh. Yeah, I do. Anthony, you're on the watch list for sure with all your uploads. Just keep it up. Oh, yeah, facts. Facts on facts, Joseph. And that's the one thing that gives me peace and solace. I don't know where I get a tuning fork at. I feel you, Jacob. Oh, really, White Knight? Interesting. That's interesting. Is that true? Why would Upchurch get watched, bro? I love it, Misty. Way to make an entrance, girl. How you doing? She said, anyone not on a list by now ought to be ashamed of themselves. AKA Bigfoot. Oh, yeah. Bigfoot's actually a good being, I've heard. Why would Upchurch be being gang stalked, though? Just by his music? Yeah, I hear you, Martin Robinson. It's weird. Yes, I do. Interdimensional beings, sure. Yeah, I'm going to definitely check that out. Yeah, for sure. I hear you. Damn privacy. Night God 87 at Proton Mail. His beliefs on the Gov. Nice. Musical instrument dealers. All right. And he does have a huge influence. Absolutely. Fork for ball joints. No kidding. I might have one of those, bro. That'll work. I might have one of those. I think I do. I know. Thank you, Horacio. Thank you so much. Paranormal Roundtable? Not yet. I want to get a little more established. I'd like to get up to that 500,000. I didn't think so, but you never know. Love to let you go live at these hours. Nice. I appreciate that. It'll work, but not as well. Yeah, dude, Dre, I've had somebody do that to me, a holistic healing friend. Faraday blanket military grade. Nice. Walmart has them? Damn, I was just at Walmart. Really? Upchurch has knowledge of energy. Interesting. Yeah, the bigger the following, the more trolls. Absolutely. Yeah, I know, and that's what I don't want. I don't want to get I don't want to get in no trouble. I can't lose my account. That's why I'm trying to establish my podcast. What's happening, Dylan? Good to see you. John Levi, Tartaria. But no, I did, you guys. I wanted to get the other part 2 done of because I need to start stepping up my game. I slowed down. And I lost some viewers, so I don't want to do that anymore. I want to step up my game. So I'm probably gonna get going here. I want to get off and I want to make sure I get that other video done tonight. So no, Sarah Lloyd, Spotify. I'm on all of them. Apple Podcast. You can download it on your phone. Reason or Rhythm or something. I don't know. Here, let me see. I have a podcast availability. Apple Podcasts, Breaker, Castbox, Google Podcast, Overcast, Pocket Cast, Radio Public, Spotify, and Stitcher. I'm on all those. Really? Where do they show you that, Kurt Rollins? I'm trying. Thank you, Caprini. You as well. Nice. That's crazy, the Winston. You're welcome. Thank you, Tanya. Thank you guys for being the best fans ever. You guys are awesome. Yeah, check it out. Thank you, thank you, Clay Cody. Night God 87 at Proton Mail is the best way to contact me, y'all. I believe that. Yeah, awesome. Thanks, Dre. Thank you. Good shit, bro. I'm glad you got a hoodie and a beanie. Awesome, bro. That's what's up. Yeah, check out my apparel, guys, if you want some. I got snapbacks, fitteds. I'm trying to push that other design too, the Angel Wings one with the halo. I'm trying to push that other design too. Oh yeah, that happened today too. The fifth dimension solar flares 5D actually happened today. That's funny. 5G and 5D actually set in today. That's funny. Thanks for your information. Yes, thank you so much. Yeah, no. Proton Mail, my guy. That's the best. I'm right on my YouTube, my guy. Rougarou, right on my YouTube. Check out my shop. What? That's crazy. It's almost 3 o'clock. I know, dude. People have been my mom's been pushing me too. I need to see if it's up yet. I have it under review. You do want the OG sword? Okay, Misty. All right. I want to try and get that up too, for sure. Thank you so much, Malik. Appreciate you, girl. Zephora, really? Zephora Phillip? Message me, NightGod87 at Proton Mail then, please. Message me, bro. I'm curious. You had a dream? That's weird. Yeah, see you guys soon. Love y'all. You're the best fans ever. Anybody hit me up at NightGod87 at Proton Mail anytime you want, all right? For real. And I got more good content coming your way. Supposed to be watching the clouds and taking pics. Somebody sent me pictures of the clouds recently. Weird enough. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, no, we should. We will, bro. We will. Yes, anything. Yes, send me anything, guys. Synchronicity, let's go. Tony Van Diesel, what up? Apple's charging you double? What? I have to fix it for the donations? What? That's weird. Yes, love you guys. Thumbs are popping. No kidding. There's going to be all kinds of stuff. Mr. M. BB333. Yes, stay positive. Stay in the light. Stay loving light. Nightcap with Night God. Truth stranger than fiction. Skyquake's interesting. Love you guys. I'm out. Peace out, TikTokers.